Welcome to the Heads Together podcast. I'm your host, Jill Mopes. It's so good to have you here with me. So this week is a bit like quite a few of the episodes I do actually. This week's topic is something that I found myself talking to a few clients about. So a lot of the topics that come up for me that I want to turn into podcast episodes to share with you are things that come up in my private coaching sessions. And I always know that if a topic is coming up a few times, it's something that is absolutely going to be worth sharing with a wider audience of my listeners. And this is something this time of year that always comes up. And I think it's a really valuable thing to kind of open up about and talk about. And that is about aligning our energy with the seasons. So I'm not going to say too much more now. This is going to be a reasonably shorty episode. So one of those quick ones that you can quickly digestible and actionable episodes. So let's dive in. Welcome to the Heads Together podcast. I'm Jill Mopes and I am obsessed with cutting through the noise when it comes to growing your business. Each week via intimate coaching conversations and inspirational stories, I share what it really takes to get the results you want in a way that feels right to you. I am all about attracting higher ticket opportunities, building authentic relationships, and creating the abundant, full-fat version of your dream business. I mean, how many of us have beavered away creating a light version of what we really want? The thing is, I honestly believe when you're outstanding at what you do, there is no limit to what you can achieve. So, are you ready to put our heads together and make it happen? Let's go. Okay, so aligning our energy with the seasons. Now, how this came up in conversation recently was a client was talking about how spring had been really busy for her. And she said to me, I'm going to give myself permission to slow down as we come into summer. And this opened us up to a conversation about how important it is to align our energy with the seasons, but also how we almost resist doing that by making ourselves wrong. So the very notion of allowing ourselves to slow down, allowing ourselves or giving ourselves permission to match our energy to the season we're in. By definition, we're almost saying that it's wrong to do that. That actually we should be keeping our energy level and high 52 weeks of the year. And we have to really give ourselves permission to deviate from that, permission to lower our energy for the summer. But I'm a massive believer that seasonally, it's like it's obviously a game of 4 seasons, but it's a game of 2 halves too. Very appropriate for the football season now upon us. But I always see spring and autumn as the revved up doing seasons. Those are the seasons when naturally our energy is higher. It's our activation seasons, where we may have made plans over winter, plans over summer in the slower seasons. Spring and autumn or fall become the seasons that we really get things done. That's why we tend to launch in those seasons. You know, the energy of spring has its rebirth energy to it anyway. The natural world, we see it all around us. As spring blossoms, our energy increases too. And similarly with autumn or fall, as we come into autumn, you know, the kids go back to school and it's like we wake up from our summer slumber and we've got this energy to go again. We've got the energy, we've got our sights set towards the end of the year and we are ready to do what it takes to make those goals happen. So autumn is another high energy season. But you know what? Summer and winter, certainly for me, and I know that I'm not the only one who feels this. And I'm not the only one who tailors their business rhythm to this. But summer and winter are much slower, sleepier seasons. Now, when I say slower, that doesn't necessarily mean slower in income. And this is where we need to remember that the level of energy we work out at, or how hard we work, isn't and doesn't have to be attached to our income necessarily. For some people it is, but for others it isn't. But it's also another reason to take this year-long view of your business in terms of revenue, because winter and summer are the seasons where I think it's absolutely natural to bring your energy down slightly. And those are the reflective seasons. Winter and summer are the seasons where we take a bit of space to reflect on the doing season of spring and autumn, but we also get to make plans. We also get to do the more inner work. We get to work on our business more, I believe, in summer and winter. And we get to take time off. Naturally summer holidays and then the Christmas, winter holidays, Thanksgiving, that's all happening in the winter. We want there to be enough spaciousness in our businesses for us to enjoy those seasons with family, with friends, doing things. Our life isn't just our business. So building a cyclical business where your energy aligns with each of those seasons is really a key to managing your energy year round. It's the key to avoiding burnout. It's the key to really getting from your business the benefits that you had in mind when you started your business. Because I think a lot of us, we start our business with an F word in mind, freedom, right? But because we don't allow ourselves, or we make it wrong somehow, to allow our energy to be cyclical with the seasons, we don't even get to enjoy the benefits of having our own businesses. And I always say to people, you know what? If you wanted an easy life, if you want an easy way of making money, go and get a job, because it's a damn sight easier than running your business. But in my opinion, and in the opinion of most female founders, most business owners, the fulfillment of running your own business, the fulfillment of getting to do what you love, the fulfillment of setting your own agenda, of being free to work with the seasons, being free to work on your business when you want to, and have the spaciousness in it to do other things when you want to too. More than worth it. More than worth it. But no one ever said it was easy. That's a really different thing. It can be in flow. It can be absolutely energetically aligned. It's not always easy. Okay. So I guess the main message of this shorty episode, number one, it's around not making ourselves wrong. So forgetting this idea of giving ourselves permission to slow down a little for the summer, but actually accepting that doing that is the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do for ourselves and for our business. It's actually how we will have the energy to rev back up in September and into that doing season again. And it's really alien to so many people to consider that anything other than giving your work 100% of your effort could possibly be right. We're all brought up to have a good work ethic. I know I was. But actually, as a business owner, I know that the smartest thing for me to do and the smartest thing for the results I want from my business is to energetically align with the seasons, because that's what gives me the space in my business to, over the summer and winter, do the more creative work, do the more innovative work, the planning. And then I can activate that in the spring and in the autumn. And this isn't any kind of hard and fast rule about it. It's a feeling. It's a feeling. Again, like I say, it's just not making yourself wrong for reacting to that natural flow of energy through the year. Well, I hope it's resonated with you. And I really hope that if there's one thing to take away from this, if you can take away this understanding that it's actually the right thing to do for your business, even if it feels counterintuitive. That feeling of it being counterintuitive usually comes from a scarcity mindset. And the more you can treat your revenue as a yearly amount rather than a week on week, month on month amount, the better, because that's going to loosen you up a little to allowing these seasons to take the energy that they need or give back the energy that's available for you. Okay, listen, will you do me a favor? If you enjoy these episodes, would you mind rating and reviewing on Apple Podcasts, please? It would do me such a favor. It really does make a big difference to how many ears I can rewild by way of these podcast episodes. And Apple definitely listens to the ratings and the reviews and thinks, that one might be sharing with some more ears. So I would be so grateful if you would do that. And as always, if this has resonated with you, either drop me an email, info@jillmoakes.com, or apply for a breakthrough session with me. This would be a great topic for a breakthrough session, especially if you're someone who is listening to this and thinking, well, it's okay for you to say that, Jill, but I have to pay my bills. And if I'm not hustling 12 months of the year, there's no way I'm going to have enough revenue each month to pay my bills. If that's you, if that's what's going through your mind, I really urge you to apply for a breakthrough session with me, because that is something that we could probably make really good headway on in that free call together, completely free. It's free in money and it is obligation free as well. So go to jillmoakes.com/apply if you'd like to take advantage of that. And all left to say is I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you again here, same time, same place next week. Bye for now. I hope you enjoyed this episode and that getting our heads together this week has filled your mind with what's possible. If you love the show, would you do me a massive favour, please? Would you leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts? It would really help me put more heads together, reach more ears and expand more minds. Until next week, bye for now.